Kilo Delta 9 Zulu X-ray Echo.
Zulu X-ray Echo. Roger, what's the name?
My name is Doug.
Roger, Doug, and gosh, where are you, sir? What's your location?
I am in northern Indiana.
Roger, Roger, and what radio is that you're running today?
Yaesu FT991A, 100 watts.
Ah, Roger, Roger. And is that a newer radio?
I believe it is, yes.
All right. So what we want to do, if you might be interested, is the first thing is to be sure that you're in that wide transmit bandwidth, TBW. That is 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. And you usually, on the newer radios, you have a series of like 3 options. And one of those options is the called wide, 100 to 2900. Roger.
I have a width control.
Yes, sir. And we're looking for 100 to 2900. Roger.
I have 1800 to 3000.
Roger, you might have bumped your VFO. We're on 7188, Roger.
Yeah, I'm on there.
Roger, Roger. Now, so are you locked into that $3,000, or can you make that 29? Can you program that transmit bandwidth to 100 to 2900? Do you have that option?
I haven't used all of my options. I don't know. I'm still learning.
Yes, sir. Well, it's important for you to keep your options open. Otherwise, you're locked into something. But anyway, you might make note of that to check it out on your book. We're looking for that transmit bandwidth. It's called wide, 100 to 2900. 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth called wide. I'd pass that then to your compressor processor, and we're getting that on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. We're just barely getting that transmit, that compressor processor utilization, Roger. It's very, very light. We're using a great deal of finesse on that compressor processor because we don't want to have it sucking up between words. So that's why we've chosen a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100.
I'm sorry, I don't have any information for you. I'm going to have to read the book.
Roger, Roger. All right, you could take notes there if you like. 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100 on your compressor processor, and then onto your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the word audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3, which is the sweet spot for your ALC meter. And that allows you to set your modulation level, Roger.
Okay.
And I think your EQ sounded pretty good. Why don't you tell me the best thing you like about your radio, and let me listen to you.
Well, I like the fact that I have access to all of the HF bands, and it's easy to operate. I've got a lot of good reports on audio quality and signal strength from all over the world.
Roger, Doug. Well, you're running that supplied hand mic, and the best way to run that is pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it. Do not talk directly into it because it makes a lot of mouth noises and stuff when you do that. So just pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it. Roger?
Roger that. As I said, I am happy with the radio. It was recommended to me when I got into ham radio, which I am fairly new in radio, so this is the only rig I have used, and I don't really have anything to compare it with.
Roger that. Well, what we're trying to do is take that your transmitter, which generic, that transmitter is 10 dB bandwidth, and that will give you 30% average peak modulation with a 10 dB dynamic range signal. So what we want to do is fatten that signal up to a 3 dB dynamic range, and that increases your average percent of peak modulation to 80 to 85%. Roger?
Okay.
So basically, the thing I laid out for you there will get you going on that 3 dB dynamic range and 80 to 85% of peak modulation. The only thing left is the EQ, the equalization aspects of that radio, and I'll give you notes on that. If it is a 3-band EQ that you have on that radio, and I don't know, but if it is, normally we suggest keeping the mids flat. That equalizer, if it's a 3-band, equalizer 2, your mid-frequency equalizer flat or off. We want to preserve the mid-frequencies just as pristine as we can. Then move up to that EQ3, which is your treble EQ, and if you can crank in frequencies, we would love to have that to be 2700 on your treble EQ adjustment, and if you have the capability of adjusting the width of the curve of that EQ, we would want that to be a 4 on EQ3, and then on the push aspect, we would like to make that probably a plus 7 or something like that to increase your equalization push in that frequency range. Roger?
Okay, Roger.
And other sounds great. Your bottom end is fine. You could use a little more on the bottom end, but then if you run into any kind of problems with phase cancellation because of your signal being bent back to Earth from two different time places in space, and they come back out of phase with each other and start to cancel each other out, that cancellation always starts from the top of the frequency spectrum down. So the first thing you lose is your top end EQ push, and so without that top end for balance, if you have a real heavy bottom end, you become Mr. Mumbles, and that doesn't help either. So I'm not really inclined to push a real heavy bottom end anyway. Roger?
Roger. I am aware of all these adjustments in my menu. I haven't ever. I'm still using all of the adjustments that came with the radio preset, but I have these notes, and I'm going to investigate this and check back with you another time.
Sounds excellent. Thank you so very much, Doug. Appreciate that. And if you want to hear your audio as it stands, I've got a really good copy on you on my 7300 around Louisville. And if you want to hear your audio, it's really nice as it stands, even before we march off into some added directions. But if you want to hear it, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,600, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger that. bet. Thank you.
Roger, Roger, Doug. Well, 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you there. So, this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.